everyone. How are you doing? Good evening, good day to you, depending on when you are seeing this. This is Roger, of course, with Groovis Games Unlimited, and hey, how in the heck have you been? It is nice to be talking to you again. It has been a couple weeks, hasn't it? I just posted something over in the community section of the channel, but I've been busy with a lot of stuff that we're going to chat about. But more importantly, I hope you're doing good. Thank you for your time and your interest and your excitement for Dungeon Crusade. This is an awesome update for sure. And I just hope you guys are doing good. You know, just enjoying the summer, some maybe games you're playing or whatever. I hope you're doing great. So listen, let's get into this. I don't want to keep you, but we're going to go over a lot of fun, exciting stuff. Just in a really great mood, everyone, and it's just nice to be back with you here. So let's get this going so I don't keep you all day or all night with this. Of course, as we always just start off with this, the big news, the huge news. Dungeon Crusade is in, of course, mass production, and I shared some photos on the channel and over in a few of the game groups for Dungeon Crusade, but we're going to look at all of them, and I have some videos that were sent to me. It was a few days back, and I've just been busy trying to put this update together and getting back to people. Of course, I'm very grateful to be busy with the game, and everyone looking forward to it. So we're going to go through the pictures. We're going to roll some videos that Kyra, our incredible production manager, I'll just flip through these so you can kind of see them right now. I grabbed these were I screenshotted these from the video, so sorry if they're a little bit blurry for you, but Kyra sent these four videos over so you could actually see what's going on. And I'm going to, you know me, I just talk to you guys how it is. I want to tell you something that kind of like, how do I say this? Of course, the game's been delayed and the manufacturer's been doing their best. But you know what, guys? I think after you see this video and definitely what she explained, and you'll see it in the video, there are a lot of hands, or people from different departments at Wingo Games, our manufacturer, who are working tirelessly on this. You know, that she explains some stuff, and I think when you see these videos, I think, you know, it's almost like the behind the scenes of what they're doing. And you know what? I'm always grateful, but I'm like extra crunchy times 5 grateful and appreciative. Really, I mean, these people really work hard, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I could do this kind of job that they do. I mean, I love designing and, you know, creating and just all of this stuff. But man, to be responsible for all of these files and to go over all of these, like, and I'm not sure this is, but they're measuring this for the pages. You know, there's a lot. Even though I thought I knew everything about this, but I don't. There is a lot, guys, that goes into making a board game and making sure you get everything right. Look at these stacks of proofs they have to go through. My ultimate point is this. I'm very grateful to them. Like, even more so after seeing this, about how hard they're working and all these different people from departments who are in on this. And I'm going to get to that in a moment. So as we're looking at this, and I'll tell you what, let's go over a couple things and then we'll roll those videos so you can see. So this is what they've been doing, and she's been in contact with me, and of course I want to get this to you guys so you are in the loop, because I know there's a lot of people excited for this. Real quickly, these are the production copies, of course. We showed those off. There are reserve copies still available, guys. There's some editions of the game and add-ons. You can still get into the Pledge Manager. We can do manual invites. So if you're looking at the game, especially at this point, now that this thing is, you know, they're going to be printing this thing, it would be a great time if you wanted to pre-order it, because then you make the shipping and you'd have it delivered. Of course, we'll have some extra copies and add-ons available, but you know how that goes. First come, first serve. And then that'll be it. With board games, you know, I said before, with the add-ons we had with the first print run, 3 weeks, add-ons were gone. So, not pushing you, of course. I always want to make you have, you know, like make a comfortable and well-informed decision. But I just wanted to say reserve copies are available. And then we're just going to, real quick, we'll talk about Chronicles, the new game variant, new game. And the siege tile, I did some graphic design, which I love doing. I love designing dungeons. And I made a siege tile for Chronicles. And we'll talk about that. But first, let's take a look at these videos. But before we do, I just want to set this up. So these are the 4 videos that Kyra sent to me. And again, it just shows the various team members from different departments just working on all of this stuff. So now with saying that, so we'll jump to the videos and then watch those, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, and I'm back. But I hope you liked taking a look at those truly behind the scenes and the various people working on it. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. I just don't think that would be so much pressure, you know, that you are responsible for getting this thing 100% correct, or, you know, at least trying to. And that's why it just, you know, they're on the other side of the world, and I always just respect what people do, whatever someone does for a living, and you know what they do and how many hours they put in and how many projects they work on. So I hope that this gave you a really good insight on everything going on, and you know, just the manufacturer and us and me, we want to keep you in the loop for what's going on. So I was waiting though for another video, or a few more videos and photos that Kyra was going to get to me, but I wanted to get this out to you. So stay tuned, because probably in the next few days I'm going to have yet another video update with whatever she sends next. And I think it's going to be, you know, the game and the big print machine with everything printing. So we have that to look forward to. So let's scan over this. So there you go. They're working on it. Very happy. Thank you so much, guys. And then we'll close out with this part. Yes, reserve copies. Shoot me an email if you want, or through the Facebook page or wherever, if you're interested, and I'll give you all the info on how to secure a reserve copy of the game or any add-ons you would like. Okay, so this is another big thing that we've been working on. Paul Cabral is just an amazing guy. He knows, he's a massive Dungeon Crusade fanatic, and he knows the game better than me, I think. He's just an amazing guy, very creative. His graphic design is so good, and he's been working on the Chronicles game. This is I'm gonna have links in the description and the comment section. Go check out what he's got going on. This is like a bite-sized version of Dungeon Crusade, okay? And there were some people that were kind of not sure about this, so let me explain. This is going to be a variant that we're going to have some stuff like you're about to see. One of the player boards, I did some did some graphic design for one of the player boards for the dice. I did a siege tile, as you quickly saw. So you're going to be able to download some of this, a rule set, and yet this will be another game mode for Dungeon Crusade. And there's dice drafting, and let's shoot over to that. Well, actually, hold on, I'll bring that photo over here. But this is like, you're going to draft for Chronicles skill and warfare dice. And so Paul was using this, so I might as well introduce this now. And remember, this is not final. This is just my graphic design. And, you know, so if when this goes further, Freddie Lopez is like just an amazing artist, my best friend, and try to get him to recreate this. So this is the one player board. Well, there's going to be 2. I'm still working on the bigger one. And this has already changed. The warfare dice are going to be like this section here. I have to move this up and move this down. Paul said it would work better, and that's totally cool. So this is 8 inches by 6 inches, or actually 8 1/4 by 6 1/4 inches. And so basically you're going to put your warfare dice here, your skill dice when they're active or exhausted. So that will go with your Chronicles variant. And what I said was before, so just know this is coming. If you have the game, you're going to be able to play this. You're going to use, you know, your various components from Dungeon Crusade. And Paul said he's been fine-tuning some things. This runs about an hour to an hour and a half in there, you know, in that neighborhood. but there's like a new terror track, there's a Doom track, and so it's gonna take about a month or two to have this all finalized. But this is on the way for you guys. Also, before I forget, I will be doing a playthrough of this on the channel here, so that'll be fun where you could join in, and I'll be playing this for you. So we'll have some fun playing Dungeon Crusade Chronicles. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Well, wait, before all that, this is, did a little promo poster for Siege Tile. And, oh, you know what, I had another thing I had to pull up. I'm going to pull it up in a second. But this is just something I threw together. Again, you know, this is just a work in progress, a prototype. Freddie Lopez, if we went further with this, he would just take this and say, hey, Freddie, create something like this, but, you know, with your creativity and imagination. This is the Siege Tile. And let me pull up this other panel to show you how you're going to use this. Okay, and I pulled this thing up. You're going to see in just a few seconds. But this is what we're working on, the new player boards. They're going to be used for the encounter dice, the merchant offering, the 3 cards, that the loot cards that will be available for you each turn in the game. And then I'm going to be doing a D66 treasure chest chart. And it's going to incorporate the treasure chest deck that's already in the game, but I have, you know me, I love creative writing with all of this stuff that I wrote for Dungeon Crusade and the Avalon Adventure board game. So when you find one of the treasure chests in the dungeon or the siege tile, I have to put a marker here on it, you're going to roll kind of a D66, and all that is you're going to take like a blue and red D6, and like your blue is for like the 10s and the red is for the 1s. So like if you rolled a blue 1 and a red 3, that would be 13. You would consult that on the chart. So that's what that is. So that's gonna be kind of unique to this game. But again, here's the siege tile, and this is what we're working on right now. I told Paul a little while back when we were working on this. This is because, of course, I'm going to be writing a quest for this game because I love this variant already. This is, remember, you only use 1 tile from your Dungeon Crusade game or whatever quest, you know, you're going to be doing. So in this one in particular, this is from the Ancient Runes, and this is kind of like the middle lower one. And so notice this is numbered here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you start the game, you're going to roll a D4. You're not going to put 4 siege tiles here. Just you only have 1. I want to have you under that misconception. What basically you're going to do is like it's going to be blank, and you're going to roll 1d4, and then say 3 comes up. Okay, then the siege tile you're going to enter in your hero. You place your hero by the smash down. See the smash doors right here. So your hero will go right here, and then they enter into this dungeon, and they have to do their quest. And then they have to exit the siege tile. So this just gives a little variation of where the siege tile will, like where it will spawn in. Think of it that way. But again, in the scenario page, we're going to do, you know, we still have to do the draft, the, excuse me, graphic design for that. That's what that is. So you'll have a random place where the siege tile will show up. And I think that's about it. So this is really what I've been working on with Paul, but I'm going to be honest with you and tell you about, I showed this in one of the Kickstarter updates, but what I wanted to tell you was, while this is going to be a variant, and you know, so many people have said, hey Roger, I love Dungeon Crusade, I love the Avalon Adventure board game, but I would like to have a bite-sized version of Dungeon Crusade. And I've been working on some stuff to do just that. But with the Chronicles variant, I'd like to turn that into a game. But of course, all this would change. Like this would be a totally different animal, but still keeping that small dungeon design. That's all I'll say about it right now, but just know it won't look like this. I'd like to do something different and incorporate what we're about to talk about right now. That I've created a few new characters that are going to be used in Chronicles and this chapter 1 game. So let's shoot over to this panel right here, and as some of you know, the focus now is working on these chapter games, as I call them. You know, there's book 1, Genesis of Evil. We got that squared away. that's running awesome. It's been perfected and honed. So these chapter games take place at a each chapter game will take place at a certain location in Avalon. And I want to be honest with you and tell you that I've been working on all this stuff. I'm constantly creating and doing stuff, and I just love it because I love to give people stuff to enjoy, to immerse yourself in. And I want to just be very candid with you and say I'm really leaning towards and working on this chapter 1 game because, well, let me read the caption down here. A creative and new type of dungeon crawl board game that takes place at a certain location in Avalon. The game world is pretty much done for what I created, and I've said this is something like you've never seen before in this game. So this game world is something I've been putting together. It's done, and I have to tell you, I am super excited to reveal to you what this is going to be. Of course, this is going to Kickstarter without a doubt. And, I've addressed a lot of common complaints with board games, with time, with setup, with rules. So when you see this game, one of the things you're going to note is that there's a lot of creative things I put in here. These two certain characters that are going to be in this game, but definitely the game world, the way that your heroes explore it, you haven't quite seen, and it's fun. And if you like whimsical, crazy stuff, and you don't know what's going to happen in a dungeon, I promise you, my friends, I think you're really going to enjoy what Chapter 1, I haven't said what it is yet, the name of it. I have the name. You're going to love what this has to offer. So in saying that, just being honest with you, I'm leaning really towards being pulled towards this because I've been really putting a lot of time, and I want to debut this for you because I think if you're a Dungeon Crawl fan, and especially from like Dungeon Quest and Hero Quest and a few of those older games and Hero Quest, Warhammer Quest 95, you're going to love what this game is. And I'll just say it's within that realm, certainly. Whoops. We got that message before. So, while I'm working on Chronicles, and of course there's that random dungeon generator mode, I'm always working on something. So between these three things, these trilogy of projects, I'm passionate about all of them, but I want to be honest and tell you Chapter 1 is what I'm really shooting for because I'm excited to share this with you, and I think you're going to love when you see this, especially the game world. So guys, I don't want to take up any more of your time, but I love hanging out with you. So there you go. So Chapter 1, I'm working on that. Me and Paul are hammering away on the Chronicles game for you to play. I'll have this thing ready for download I have to ask Paul about the encounter dice. We might put the encounter dice right here because he marked something. So anyway, the Siege tile will be ready for download very soon, just so you know you can have it. And then the one player board, I'll have that ready. And then check the links in the description, okay? And so as we're closing out here, so yeah, Chronicles, and then reserved copies of Dungeon Crusade are available. Just let me know, and we'll do a manual invite, and you can lock down a copy. And as we saw, the awesome people and Kyra and her team, there's a lot of departments. What did she say? The procurement department? I think that's, I don't know, like when, I guess what they print the things, they have to sit for the glue to adhere or something. If I might have that wrong, but I thought she said something in one of her messages, and I shared it in the last post I did. So guys, everyone's working on this, and I feel great. Just working on something new, like what I just showed you. It's a great feeling. And I think that's about it for now. Again, thank you so much for your time and your love and your support and interest. And the next update, I really think we'll be seeing the video of them printing, or the big printing machine going. But at least you could see this and say, hey, these people are working hard. And I'm sure you're grateful, just like I am, for all their work. And I appreciate your patience and understanding as we get this done. All right, guys. It's pretty late here right now, but guess what? I'm back to work after I compile this video and get it out for you. I hope that you have a great week, and stay tuned for the next video update, and then of course we'll have the monthly Dungeon Crusade Kickstarter out this month. All right, all. Stay safe, happy gaming, and I will be talking to you very soon. Bye-bye.